Yellow just walking in the house in my road, gotta make her put it on. She don't like wearing clothes, just left Concord, North Carolina. I was licking on booty and a whole lot of vagina. Eat a boozer with some ice cream, she'll remember you. Ice Cube make it chip, shiver like the winter do.
See me with the crew, I done get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move,
It's me and my goonies gonna be gripping the toolie. They think it's a game to me and the gang is gonna play Call of Duty. Cause when it comes to the static, oh my is steady active. Catch you lacking in traffic, giving close caskets. I'm in my lane when I'm spinning the block and I'm putting the pin.
What's up, y'all? State Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, with another controversial topic and a controversial video. But I don't see these type of videos being made enough, and I want to talk about the hating that goes on in the hood, in the inner city, in the streets. The hate, sometimes overt hate, but most of the time covert on the low hate between, no, not between, but the hate that the OGs slash big homies, right, slash big bros, right, have for the young bulls, the young boys coming up in the hood. I would like to discuss that because there's a lot of hate going on, and this is part of the reason why things don't change in the hood. It's because these older bums, they grow up to be bums, they grow up to be haters, and then they have just this fuck nigga hater culture about themselves that they perpetuate to the younger bulls, and they grow up not understanding that it's wrong. And if they allow their lives to be messed up, they end up just doing the same thing to the new young boys coming up. So without further ado, I have a thesis. I have a couple paragraphs that I would like to read because I have notes. And I'm going to let y'all know how I feel about it. And I'm going to expose it. Why? Because if you are an older person in the hood and you notice your mans is doing this, call him out on it. If you a younger brother in the hood and you realize that the OGs, the older people in the hood who you want to look up to, you have some type of reverence for, you find out that they moving like this, they bozos, they lame. Stop dealing with them. Cut them off, man. Tell them suck a dick. But without further ado, let's get it. Title: The older men from the hood are all corny bums. And when I say all, of course not 100% of them, but I would say 95% of them. Yes. Now, they're the biggest simps and tricks. They perpetuate the culture of going for the low-hanging fruit and settling for the lowest quality of woman. They represent what it means to be a lowlife and undisciplined man. In all due reality, these are wounded, broken men who have allowed themselves to be defeated by the system and the single dysfunctional women who raised them. Most of them do not have any real game to tell a young man about women because they lead with their pockets and they let women run them and ruin them. Most of them are terrible teachers. They haven't been far from the area they've been raised in because they either have always had too much beef or they're too afraid to step out and do new things and gain new experiences. They don't read books, they have no real insight, and they are not reflective. They're not reflective thinkers, and they have no sense of self or true worth within themselves. They're bitch ass niggas. Next, they're known to be the biggest haters, keeping the young boys under their thumb and refusing to encourage them to be better than themselves because the young men didn't realize he is already way better than the old guy that he looks up to. He competes with the young guy for the young women in his age group, oftentimes just to ruin the young girl's heart, be a deadbeat dad to her children, and drain her of her youth and value, thus making her the very kind of bitter, broken woman that raises these kind of trash men in the first place. They give a young boy drugs and guns, hoping deep down he gets arrested and ruins his life so he'll be stuck in the hood like him. The type of guy who does anonymous calls to the police, snitching, ratting, right? The biggest snake of them all in the hood. Let us remember, the late DMX was about 11 years old when an older man from the hood laced his weed, leading him to be an addict for the rest of his life until his death. This is what you gotta deal with in the hood. This is exactly what you got to deal with. And this comes from somebody who, I've lived some of these kinds of experiences. I've seen it. I've seen it. Everything I speak on, I've seen personally go on in the hood. I've been affected by it, and I've seen younger brothers be affected even more by it, you know, like their thing, a lot of the times, their thing is, especially if they're gang leaders, their thing is recruiting people who are weak-willed, right? And will basically do whatever they want them to do because they want to be appreciated. Because they weren't appreciated in the household and they didn't get enough love growing up. Why these people could call out these type of people and identify them is because a lot of them grew up the same way and they know what it looks like. Therefore, they know how to abuse this situation. These are the type of people that we're dealing with, man. These are predators, okay? These are spiritual leeches, okay? These are the people who don't deserve respect. These are the people who should be shunned in our communities. Now, I'm not gonna front. Some of these people are quote-unquote gangsters. If you want to count a gangster as somebody who sells poison in their neighborhood, deals with below age women on low, getting them pregnant, give drugs to kids, put guns in young people's hands, right? Have them go on missions, gang initiations. Now, if those people are qualified as gangsters, then yes, a lot of these people are gangsters. But everyone has to deal with the universe at some point. Everyone has to deal with their karma. And these people should be avoided like the plague. They should be avoided like the Rona, right? Until the universe deals with them. Sooner or later, these people are going to get locked up and go to jail. And when they go to jail, everyone else should advance behind them. Period. It's as simple as that, man. But I'm going to end this for now. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.